Hedgehogs, and welcome to today's maths. So today we are going to recap the word length and what that means and how to measure objects by length. So the length of an object is how long it is from one side all the way across to the other. It's not how tall it is, so how high it goes up into the air, or how heavy it is, that's how much it weighs. So we're going to look at length today. And we're going to order objects from shortest to longest, and then we're going to use some non-standard measure to find out how long each object is to compare it. So I'm going to have a quick look at these three objects. I've got a treasure coin, a shark and an old boot. I'm going to see which one I think is the longest first of all. I'm going to move that one first. I think the shark is going to be the longest. I'm going to put that one down here. And I think the coin is going to be the shortest. Now if I line them up so that they start at the same place, then I can make sure that I'm comparing them fairly. So yes, the coin is definitely shorter than the shark. And then I've got the boot, the old boot, and I think, yeah, that one goes in the middle because that is definitely shorter than the shark as well. Okay, so we can say that the treasure coin is the shortest and the shark is the longest. So now we're going to use some non-standard measure to measure how long each object is and then compare the measurements. So when we're talking about non-standard measure, we're not using a ruler, we're going to use objects, and the objects have to be the same size. So it could be any object. It could be pencils, it could be paper clips, it could be pieces of pasta, as long as they are all the same size to make sure that you are measuring them accurately. On screen here I'm going to use some cubes, and I'm going to start at one end and make sure I measure the whole length of each object. So first of all I'm going to start with the treasure coin, the shortest object. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I'm going to say that the treasure coin is 4 cubes long. Okay, now I'm going to measure the boot. Start at one end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the boot is 7 cubes long. Now finally the shark. Make sure I start at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a half. So it's 10 and a half. It's not a full cube. So 10 and a half cubes long. So looking at our numbers, I can see that we were right to say that the treasure coin was the shortest because it was only 4 cubes long, and the shark was the longest because it's 10 and a half cubes long, and 10 and a half is a much bigger number than 4. So now you're going to have a go at measuring some toys from around your house using some non-standard measures. So remember, that just has to be objects that are all the same length. Have a go and then take a photo or draw some pictures to show me your answers.